Alright then, let's get into the actual gameplay for this game. So, this is sort of give a brief overview of what sort of happened in the last two episodes. For those basically guys who basically skipped the last two episodes, we basically went through and made our captain character. I basically selected this guy who's basically a Xeno hunter. He is essentially going to be a fighting captain, so he'll be in the fray, basically fighting the enemy. We're basically starting on the frontier liner, and I basically have already fired off at least two of my crew and hired a ship ops basic character, and I have two slots open to get more people. I'll note that those two people I basically fired were basically my soldiers down here, or one of my soldiers. I basically fired off a pistol at a soldier. I kept the swordsman and one of the other soldiers because they had enough stats for my liking to keep them. But we basically I didn't like the stats for the pistolier or for one of the swordsmen or soldiers, so I got rid of those two. And I'll note they're not really too fond of the swordsman's stats either, specifically her strength, but she has enough defense strength and everything else, for charisma, quickness, wisdom, and fortitude that I might keep her. And I might make her into an officer later on down the road, too, because she's a little bit doctor, and, I really want to show off, what you basically do with, cross-chaining, and this would be a perfect, person to do it with. So, because these guys have basically been, fired, to my comic crew, we're probably going to be using our officers quite a bit to do some fighting with, and, also basically keep that in mind, basically, in the future with, training these guys up. I'll note that basically on the world we're on, I basically landed already in the last episode. We learned that basically the Voltos had their orbital research station blown up, so for those basically who are veterans of this game, you know who our enemy's going to be. And it's going to be the Voltos. Other than that, I found out my contact here is here. So, whoops, I hit the wrong button there. We basically have our starport mechanic over here, so she might offer us our first mission. I'll basically take one right here. Then we also have access to the mission, obviously, to do the storyline for the Arbiter. I'm going to note, by the way, that for my playthrough, this is sort of give you a general idea of what my basic gameplay strategy is going to be. We basically currently have 38 weeks before we have to basically get the Arbiter, and my general goal, basically using the early games for these run-throughs, is I like to get a lot of money, sort of crew first, and influence with my guys. So we're basically going to try and speak to our starport mechanic here, get a mission, and basically start building our influence. And at the same time, we'll also go over to, let's see here, Lieutenant's down here, where my other contact is, the what did I had? I think it's the Explorer. We're probably going to go out into this guy as well. We're going to try and do hidden missions for him. And the idea for these guys is I want to try and build up my influence with these guys a little bit to get access to maybe exo-scout recruits, especially since I fired two of my warrior guys off. Get access to the training rumors, get access to selfish rumors, basically. Show off a little bit what these guys are all about, early on. And, I like the might too, basically, make my ship better, because, basically for those who are veterans of the game, we are basically going to be, eventually fighting with the Voltos, so I want to basically have my ship tip-top to be ready for it, so a little bit of extra money won't hurt it as well. Now, an overall long-term plan, by the way, that I'm going to note as well, we're going to want to basically earn a lot of money, basically, for, buying a new ship eventually down the road. I picked Ultimistic because they actually have a faction ship that I want to basically, show off eventually. And it'll take some time to get to it, but, I'll get down there eventually too to show it off. But let's just get right into the actual gameplay, because that's what I really want to do in this episode. We're going to drop in a Thesis hole here. And the general idea here that I'm going to go with is we're going to talk to a contact here on a mission. So here's Katrin Yoon. She's a starport mechanic. She's got 13 rep right now. We know that for details that she doesn't like the Huna, and she's born to royalty, so her missions pay less, but that's fine. The main thing about her, by the way, is I'm actually trying to get her influence up so I can basically get access to her introductions. And, once I basically get their introductions, I can, possibly meet new people. She knows access to, a starport commander as well as a fixer, so, we might be able to get, know some people as a result. And, we'll go from there. Alright, so, let's just press mission here. Now, I'll know that, by the way, when you're basically, starting off these missions, you have to prove your charter, so, your Star charter is quite new, you are an unproven captain, so as of now, I will only offer simple missions, so, we basically click this twice, she'll offer us a couple missions here. So, our first one here is basically return shipping. this is basically to pick up a steel crate from the system called DFuxa, and we have to basically return it in order to get some money back. The other one is basically commodity delivery. This basically requires me to procure 58 hydrogen fuel. This is a really easy one to do. Before I do this though, I want to see where DFuxa is. I'll note that basically I want to basically avoid the Arbiter's planet right now, so yeah. DFuxa is actually the one with like the Arbiter, so I actually don't want to do that one right now because I'll basically, here's something I know about this game, by the way. The missions don't exactly wait for you in this game, but if you complete them earlier, it actually like advances the storyline a lot faster. And I actually want to basically slow down like the advancement of the storyline a little bit, so we don't have to worry about this as much. So right now, I guess we're gonna basically do that, like, you know, simple mission, like get the, you know, the hydrogen fuel. So let's go in here. Let's go into mission, and we'll pick that up. I would like to do this mission, by the way. It's a really nice one for, like, you know, getting money, but let's go for this one right now. So let's accept this, and while we're at, let's just, you know, press like improve your power again. Boom, and there'll be another one for hydrogen fuel again. So okay, we're gonna do a lot of like hydrogen fuel for her, I guess. She wants lots of fuel apparently. Alright, so now that's basically done. I have a mission here basically to deliver 58 units of hydrogen fuel. We can basically buy these at refineries, orbitals, and high-tech zones, so it won't be very hard to find this stuff. And we'll basically do that. Now, I'll note that, like, you know, it's a refinery right here, so I could do that right away, but I think we're going to go down to this refinery here, and I'll basically speak with, like, my, like, you know, explorer and see, like, what mission he's basically got access for us right now. I'll note, by the way, there's, like, an aspect of trading in this game, and we could trade, but I have to watch out for, like, you know, Steel Song here. These guys won't trade with us, so, well, let's just put it this way. I can do a little bit of trades with, like, this plant down here, but I can't trade with this guy over here if I want to, and at the same time, if I basically trade between, like, you know, Ultimate Worlds, it's going to violate this trade ban, it's going to piss off Steel Song, and I may not want to do that right away, so what we're probably going to do right now, we're going to basically pick up maybe something to sell to this farm, and then we'll go down here, speak to this guy, we won't trade with it that time around, because there's no, like, plan for this guy to, you know, trade with. And let's go from there. So, we're going to land here. We're going to basically look for buy cargo. And I love that for farms, they like to buy, like, biomass. So, I could buy, like, this, for example, and, like, bring it down to them. So, we'll buy this. I could buy some scrap, too. And, again, the interface isn't that great. There's a mining plant here, but the mining plants don't take scrap, so we're probably just going to, like, you know, stick with the biomass and just go from there. So let's go down here with this, navigate, and we're traveling through space. Now, I'll note down the, like, you know, the right here, seeing lots of stuff happen. Basically, as you're passing through space, you'll see, like, you know, tests being, like, done. So, like, for example, here, breach officers corrected crew mistakes. So basically, a command success where basically something happened, our crew rolled, and basically we had, like, a strong success for it. So nothing happened. And in one of these cases, we basically had, like, you know, something happened with, like, electronics, and we basically failed that roll, but because we had a saving talent available, we were able to use our saving talent to basically save the day. We also had something else happen here. Basically, a beneficial alliance is basically forming between DFuxa and Radchart. So right now, these guys have an alliance going on, and that'll basically mean, like, any harm to, like, DFuxa would possibly harm Radchart. So if we go in here with, like, alliances, for example, basically we're supporting each other's moves and aims of alliance for the time being, and if there's any you know, jobs being offered that, like, affect Radchart, it might affect DFuxa might affect Radchart too, and vice versa. So I have to watch out for that. Anyhow, let's land here on Adore Haven, and some more things happen. Now, no problem, because I have, like, you know, the safe sure landfall talent, I was able to land for, like, you know, only one fuel, which is nice. We also have access to this duel of assassins happening. So right now, Zen and Kid are basically having a little, like, assassin war where we're basically going to try and kill each other. Because why not? We're going to buy some fuel here, and we'll sell this biomass here, because I can. Now, I'll know by the way, like, you can see, like, the profits we're going to make here. So we're basically going to make, like, $245 profit, which is not really that great in the grand scheme of things, but it's something I can basically do on the way here to basically get to, you know, our destination. So we'll sell this here, and make a little money. And something else happened in between that time, so we have a spy war now between Fluid and Cater having. I'll note, by the way, in the early game, we see, like, a lot of these, like, conflict places pop up, so, like, you know, people would be, like, you know, doing each other, like, constantly, so these guys basically going to have, like, missions against each other, these guys will have missions against each other, and I can influence these guys as well as I go along as well, so that's something to watch out for, too. Now, since we're on a new plant, I can, like, recruit some people, and I do want to try and, again, like, you know, get this swordsman, so we'll try this a couple more times, we'll try 8 times, apparently, so recruit, And not good stats or strength and other stuff, so I'm not going to worry about him. Again, poor strength. I'll note that basically for Swordsman, I really want to get that high strength value for him, so I'll look at other stuff as well, but the strength will be like the main thing I want to look for in these guys, so poor strength. Alright, that's at least somewhat decent strength, but here's something else to know about these guys as well. For basically your guys in crew combat, you basically want to have like high quickness stat as well as a high wisdom stat, and fortitude and resilience are also important too. So these 4 stats are all pretty important. If they're like all pretty low, you'll see like you'll have like poor initiative. You may have like poor hit points. You may have like poor death save if you basically die. So again, this person isn't that great. And it's something to know about recruiting people. Basically, like recruiting people without any crew, improving talents is really really hard because you'll sometimes never like find out a really really good guy. But it is possible to find like very good guys, but are just like depend if you basically like focus on it hard enough, you'll basically get to happen eventually. So let's keep going a few more times. Under this person right here, they did have like the high wisdom, but here's the thing: you have to have both high quickness and wisdom to have like a good initiative, and at the same time they have good fortitude resilience, so they're still not good. But this is a better roll by the way for a character, so it really varies between like what you basically get for these guys. A lot. And again, poor, and then we'll go poor. So we didn't get someone good here. We exhausted our recruits, so let's move on. Now I could buy something for the refinery down here, by the way, from the farm. And farms are good for like, selling to refineries, but because there is that trade ban going on, I don't really want to piss off Steel Sonic just yet, so we might like avoid that for now. And let's push on to like this refinery for now. So let's get down here. And let's go here without any like cargo or anything. Now, not trading it in the early game, it is something you can do, and it'll basically not make any money or anything. And basically like have to accrue like deaths and stuff for like paying your stuff. But we're gonna basically try to play it a little bit safer for this like run through because I'm not really a combat ship or not really aiming to be a combat ship, so we're just gonna play safe, so to speak. All right, can buy some fuel. We'll do that right now. And again, we're crew, but let's just see what our contact down here has to say. So here's Roland Viperian of Retire Explorer. We're going to try and get a couple missions from this guy, so boom boom. And this guy has a couple missions that require us to do what? So first one is a short jumper. This is going to go over to Dagotha, so I don't want this one because it sends me back to like the Arbor, so I don't go there. And this one goes over to the Marvel 8 or 12. So this is a mission I can do for this guy. It basically requires me to get a steel crate and like bring it back to him. So very easy mission to do. We'll do that one perhaps. And let's do this again. He's got no more return shipping that goes off to Dagotha, so well, we're eventually gonna be going to Dagotha, but we'll basically do a couple missions first for these guys at least. That'll be the thing. Alright, so the mission that this guy has for us, I'm gonna like go in here and like click on like stuff. So we make a waypoint to this one, or like we're gonna waypoint for this one. And that basically, change the waypoints for like where the stuff is going. This one right here is going to go very, very close to like, the one for this guy here. So what I may want to do right now, let's just go into like this refinery here. I'm going to buy some hydrogen fuel. And we basically buy like some of the units we basically need for like, our like, shipments. So we'll buy this here. And hydrogen is very cheap, so it's a very like good mission to have that one where we basically pick up stuff. Let's get to this refinery here, we'll buy some more, deliver our thing here, and then like, go up here and like get that done. So we'll navigate up here. And lots and lots of successful tests, which is nice to see. Oh, there's a failed one. And now we can like click to stop here whenever you want to. Or tap whatever. We basically had our failed intimidate test. And basically what happened here, we basically had violence among the crew. What happens is that a bunch of crew basically injure themselves and some come out and took some damage. So, not great, but we can fix that up, which is fine. Let's keep navigating here. And yeah, again we have another test. But I'm not going to keep stopping each time, but I'll just like show off a few of these things here. So, basically another failed intimidate test. Basically like some more crew got hit and the ship suffered more damage. That ship damage, by the way, we're going to see if it repaired by my engineer when we land, so that'll be good to see. And here's a failed piloting test. So note by the way that I do actually have piloting skills that I can use to like save these like things here. We'll see what basically has it. So you have evasive maneuvers. You have sheer landfall, evasive maneuvers. So you guys have expert maneuver. So I'll note that this person here, she has the exit maneuver talent, and that basically lets you pass like those tests. But because I don't have a second one, and she's on cooldown right now, these are going to be a fail right now for the next 2 weeks. So I have to watch out for that. And down here, we have apparently a doctor says that I got failed. So I do also have like the one doctor and medical thing, but because it's also on cooldown, we can also have fails like that way as well. So this is where like having those skills passing is really important because like it'll help you basically pass these tests easily enough. So let's navigate here again, and we'll land. And I'll note by the way that we basically like this guy repair up our stuff. So we repair 24 damage and free ship components with our guy. So but, it helps if I repair us a little bit. Now we go to repair here. It'll take no time. It'll just cost $10. So boom, why not? I can buy some more fuel. Now note by the way, like there's a medic that you can do in this game, but unless you actually have the facility support, you can't actually do anything with it. So a lot of my guys are injured, but I can't heal them up. But we'll go to the next place and do it there. Anyways, let's just go here. We'll just buy a little bit more hydrogen fuel. I can buy what I need for like the mission. So how much do I need? I need to have 58. So right now I basically have to buy 13 more hydrogen fuel to get that mission done. So let's go in here. We'll buy 13 more. So we'll slide this down to 13. We'll buy it. I now have 58 for like the guy, so I can get that done. And at the same time here, we can go to mission contacts. We're doing return shipping. So basically, we're going to schedule a statement meeting or do a smoky den. Now you basically have like options for like, basically want to basically complete these missions. So I can like go schedule a statement meeting, and this would basically boost up our like reputation for a time. And I may want to do that like early on, just to, like get our reputation up. I'm not by the way for like your starting like world faction. It's not usually important to get reputation, but early on it can be useful because you basically get your ability to do stuff with other people. So we'll do this. While it took 5 days, we were able to gain a required permit and visit the palace. We basically got free reputation for the fuss, even though it took longer. So basically, it just cost us 5 days, and then like it cost us like a week and 5 days to get this done. So you might want to be mindful of your time basically, but this is a good way to get extra rep. We also get some rep for this guy as well, and to influence. So he'll be a lot better. So we're just gonna waypoint this perhaps next time, but whatever. Before I go back to him though, we're gonna go do his commodity delivery. So let's just go over here to get this done. That's just a short jump over here. So let's navigate over here. And we're our first ship compact. So in the void, you'll basically sometimes meet people. In this case, we found ourselves this guy who's a smuggler. If I want to buy, I can demand tribute for this guy and like try and get money from him. And usually the smugglers it's a great idea to do this because like you can get some easy money with him. So why not? Let's demand tribute. Now when I basically did this, I basically forced this guy to pay us $450 for protection. So we get a little extra money from that. Note by the way that this actually drops out in his like disposition to us. So he might disparage our reputation now if we're not careful. But usually he just don't do it. So we're just gonna retreat. And we just leave the area, nothing happens. Just get some money from this guy. We gain some experience for the encounter, and we're saying move on. So we'll continue. Now let's navigate some more. All right, so we're gonna arrive here on Sovereign Prime, and I can go here to like turn the commodity delivery. So we can do it right now. So we're gonna unload our hydrogen fuel, and we get some money for it. So boom, we successfully unload our money or our fuel. We get some money for it. We get some rep, not so much, it's a very simple mission, but it's fine. And we get some like, influence of her as well. So boom, and done. Now if I want to, I can do this again, and we go here and like, basically get like, another mission from her. So we already got two options. Basically it's another commodity delivery again. So hydrogen fuel yet again. Sure, why not? We'll basically do this one. Boom. And the next one we'll basically have will be a one-way shipper to over there. So on the way you see something that says 2 jumps here. Basically, something to note about this game, it is possible to go either quadrant doing these missions, and in this case, I'd have to go out to Hunter's Corridor, which would basically mean I'd have to go out to over here. That's pretty far away to do this mission, so that's probably not what I'm going to do. But this mission I take like outside into the galaxy, and eventually we'll be doing that with Galgo's Arm with like our storyline missions. But we'll get to that when we get to that. And it's almost payday, so I do have to basically pay these guys eventually as they go along. So let's buy some fuel and basically pay some like career wages here. And issue our wages, and I'll up wages by the way. You guys will level up whenever you pay them wages, so they'll experience basic crew will basically be like it can be spent with like wages. So if I go here, these guys are here. Some of you guys are now level 2. Now my officers got level 2, but these guys got level 2s, and that's awesome. They're leveling up. Apparently some medical services here. That's not great, but whatever. I'll just have to deal with it. Now something I can do by way of her as well. I'll just want to get introduction to this person, and these basically take like money as well as like reputation basically do. Basically, more of like, you know, reputation you get for her, I'll basically get better stuff. And I'll basically like reputation like, you know, this guy here, Todd Sloy, or to Jay Zarin, to the Zimmerman Fixer. It can be important to get your contacts up early on because, like, you know, sometimes they'll be close and you like do mission for them. Though it looks like these guys are very far away, so I'm not really sure about it, unfortunately. But, you know, whatever. There's stuff you can do. Alright, so, we're gonna head back down toward, like, you know, this guy here for, like, you know, the shipping stuff. I don't have anything for, you know, these, like, plants here, so I guess we'll go directly there. And let's turn the mission. Now, I'll up here, you can see, like, the date, like, advances as we go along here, so as we, like, travel along and do our missions and activities, this is, like, advance along. This is ticking down as, like, you know, this compelling passenger thing here, but we still have a lot of time basically to do it, so we can, like, do a few missions, I think, before I have to worry about it, and that's fine. And, of course, you know, more stuff is happening over here. We're filling a few things, but that's fine. Let's land. Now, there is medical services here, and I'll note, by the way, if you want to, you can actually click on, like, these, like, you know, headers to see what they're all about, so basically here we can fuel for, like, fairly cheap if I want to, and, like, you know, we can auto fuel as an option if you want to as well. Generally, I turn auto fuel on because, like, you know, once you have a cushion of credits, we can consider auto fueling at every store part where we stop, and, like, you know, that's, like, you know, it's fairly cheap refueling, so, you know, you can do this and, like, you know, save your credits. I usually do this anyway, so why not? Anyway, we can just refuel. For the mech here, you can also do the same thing as well, I think, but you also see, like, who's injured and stuff like that. So basically, all these guys got injured a little bit, as you can see. Hospitals basically choose how much the resources they can share. So advantage of, like, this game is very much like, you know, you're like in the United States, I guess, in a way. Basically, like, you have to pay basically to, like, you know, heal up your guys, and, like, you also have to have, like, you know, dedicated resources for them. So we're gonna say this is a very libertarian society, this galaxy we're in. But anyways, we're gonna pay for this. It'll cost us money for, like, this to be done. You basically see, like, how much it'll take. So 5 days to heal up per guys, but it's fine. Boom. Everyone gets healed up. Nope, by the way, there is, like, a limited medical supply, so eventually we will run out, but, you know, for now it's fine. Over here we got repairs. Over here we got the bridge repair. It'll take 3 days to repair it, so we'll repair it. Or, you know what? I don't actually have to repair the bridge, because I do have access to this engineer, so in some weeks this guy will basically be able to do the repair himself, so maybe I can, like, hold off on it for a little bit if nothing else bad really happens. But you can repair stuff, you know, over here as well, so that would take 3 days to do, and, like, you know, my guys will probably fix it faster, so maybe we'll do that. We can recruit some people here if I want to. Let's see if I can get, like, a better source for now, so boom. And, you know, poor fortune, poor resilience, not that great. Dismiss. This guy has better, like, you know, fortune resilience, but that strength is still too low, so nope. Nope. And yeah, it can take a long time basically to find someone without talents. Eventually I'll get talents from my guys, perhaps, but, you know, not this yet. Poor resilience is kind of low. I don't really care too much about resilience on my guys, because, you know, if they die, they die, but it's usually better to have, like, you know, high, like, you know, resilience at least somewhat early on, because your guys are probably going to be a lot more, you know, they have a propensity to die early on, your guys, so. Again, no. And we're out. Alright, so, again, no one's basically been recruited, that's fine. I can buy more hydrogen fuel if it's available, but it's not yet available yet, so we don't have access to it, I guess. So we'll have to basically go elsewhere, basically get this, like, you know, hydrogen fuel basically buy. That's fine, I guess. Let's turn our mission here, so we can turn it at a spice table, and we'll get paid for money. There's, like, the, you know, conclusion of this mission. It took us 3 days to do it. Got our money for it. Got more reputation with this guy. Now, nobody, as you, like, you go along, you're going to get more missions from these guys. So right now we can get 2 missions from him. And, like, you know, that's great. So, we have 3 options here. One, of course, is still to go to, you know, the Gotha. As well as, like, you know, this one here to go to, oh, this is a Bender. So this is a different one here. So this one requires you to pick up a transport case, bring it back. Sure, we'll accept this one. And that was also to Gotha, but because we have, like, you know, more access to missions, we can prove our charter again. There's one to basically pick up stuff for this guy. He wants 55 Ursulite ore. That requires me to go to a mining place or tradeway. There is an independent miner around us, but, you know, that's already firing over here. Never mind. Over here is, like, the miner. It's got, like, you know, it's probably a very small mining operation. We're not probably, be able to buy much stuff from it, I don't think. What else have we got here? Industry over here. Well, it looks like I don't see like a tradeway in our galaxy here, so if I was to do that mission, I probably won't be able to get like the resources from it. My friend is like, place here, so we're probably not going to do that mission for him because it's probably a little bit too difficult to think through right now, so hold off on it, I guess, for now. And let's look for a hydrogen fuel for the other person, I guess, for now, anyways. So we haven't get any more missions because, he only offers like 3 at once right now, so we only just 1 for him right now, so that's fine. I don't know if you want to buy trade permits as you go along for this guy. I might want to do that, but one thing I really want to do is probably get an exoskeleton for this guy at some point. We'll probably build more influence to get a higher level guy that way, so let's do that instead. So let's go here. We're going to set our mission to be going to do return shipping. That's going to be to this refinery over here, so I can get like, hydrogen fuel from there perhaps. And if there's enough, I can go over and do her mission again, so we'll do that. Let's navigate over to there. Now, we got a shipping hunter, we got bounty hunter. Alright, so this guy is usually a lot more hostile to us, so you have to be very careful of him, but if we want to, we may submit to inspection or retreat from these guys. Because these guys are our own faction, I'm not really care about too much. I can probably retreat and not really care about us. They might hurt our reputation a little bit, but we're getting enough of ultimates, so it won't be too bad, I don't think. So we'll retreat. And by the way, you also press ship report to see I'll class them or if they have escape capabilities and stuff like that. But we're just gonna retreat from these guys. And they let's leave it alone because of experience. That's fine. We'll continue. Apparently, had something happen here. So time board ship has changed. She Volkrate, so she's apparently obedient. So yeah, these guys can gain traits by the way as they go along here. So this crew out here basically got a trait called obedient. So she's got pay rate increase is event less likely. So this person apparently doesn't like the paid more. So that's nice. That means that she'll be earn less from other from pay raises, which is nice to see. Let's go up to this refinery. Alright, we're going to go here to, we're going to this population center here, apparently. Okay, that's fine. We're going to land here. And we can basically, repair our stuff if I need to. Nobody, this is going to get worse and worse as we go along here if I don't repair stuff, so, something to watch out for. But eventually my guy's going to get his thing off cooldown. There's a spice hall, by the way, where, we can basically, get your morale up for you guys. And, I haven't really said anything about this, but yes, the spice must flow. I'm sure people will probably get the reference for what that's all about. And, if you haven't guessed already, there is, some influence from, an old classic, shall we say, with, all the houses and, stuff in this game. And a spice reference. Yes, there's lots of references in this game or something. But yes, the spice must flow. Anyways, we can go in here. We can go in here and get our guys, up in spice. And this is really good to do right now because I can possibly get some rumors and other stuff here. So, basically, you can see here, at the spice hall, our crew can gain between 2 and 6 morale whenever they pay time and credits for leave. Once the crew has been released into a mix of bar, circus, and bizarre stuff, it's 2 days return. And at the spice hall, the crew's maximum morale is 75. A higher rated hall may allow for more recovery. So depending on the hall, these guys can get more more morale, but that's fine. We can just do a quick spice thing here to get these guys up a little bit. So we pay $91 for more crew. That takes 2 days, but it's fine. We get some morale for these guys, and we have this happening here. Bullshit attitude adds 6 morale, so my crew basically boosts up morale a little bit. Good thing I get the morale up a little bit. Let's pay their wages here, and awesome. So up here you can see we basically have something happen up here. Basically, fewer crew members are ready to have a job rank or talent increase, so we can look at that in a little bit. But before we get to that, let's just go here to mission contacts, which is to return shipping. We'll schedule a safe meeting again just to get this up a little bit more, so we'll do that. It takes a little bit more longer, but it's fine. So we'll continue that for now. And I can go into my crew here thing, trying to get that SAR spinning yet again. So recruit. Again, poor strength and fortitude. Yeah, I'm not still saying anything. They're not really any that great, Early on, you're probably going to see this a lot, when you don't have a talent for it. Eventually, when you have a talent, they get a lot better, but, not just yet. Alright, let's just go to crew here. So, my captain, my medic, and my doctor basically all got, levels here. I'll not play with these guys here. I'm probably going to do a lot of cross changing for these guys because I don't have the comic crew right now, so these guys are probably going to do a lot of fighting. And, it'll be good to have these guys have, like, some comics, traits, basically. One thing about doing is this guy here, we're going to turn into a commander. And a commander can be trained with, like, a combat guy in combat, so we'll pick him up for that. He's also got, like, a very nice talent he can pick up as well. He has to have something called Discerning Glance, and if I want to basically recruit a swordsman, this will basically help a lot with it, so once he gets a level 3, you can, like, turn that talent for him. My medic over here, I'm not really prone to basically put, like, a very low HP medic like this into a combat, but because we don't have, like, that many combat crew, I may want to make this into a combat medic for jobs here, so combat medics are basically something you, like, do, like, throw you guys into, like, battle, and, like, they can, like, heal up your guys, like, in the fight, so maybe I'll get this. And now she'll be able to, like, cross-change in, like, in battle, to, like, have a combat pass for, like, healing up people in battle and stuff like that. She also does a medic, like, as a doctor, like, as well, but as a combat, she'll have pistol skill as well, so she can actually fight a little bit better. So that'll be fine. She also got a good initiative, so she'll be pretty good for at least for that end, at least. And my captain can level up as well. We're just going to keep him as a Xeno Hunter for now, so let's train him up to level 2 Xeno Hunter, and let's go from there. Alright, so, I don't really want to do anything with the, population refinery, so we're just going to land here. Since I'm here, I can, like, land here real quick, right? And we're just going to go here, we'll check for, like, swordsman again. So, boom. Again, poor, boom. That's good strength, good fortitude, poor resilience, but yeah, we're just going to keep looking, because why not? That's... What your first thing here is. So this is a guy that's hired here, by the way, the Zergi Chetrov. He has access to, like, 19 strength, which is not great, but, it's better. Alright, he has repair. Yeah, that's the thing, like, you can't see, like, what skills these guys have sometimes in the mobile version, so you have to go see it. This guy's HP is a little bit too low, I guess, so we're not going to worry about him. We're just going to dismiss him. And we'll just try again. On the way over with recruiting people, by the way, it's like, it's fairly cheap to do this, so you don't have to pay, like, any credit space to doing this, so you can recruit and keep doing it over and over again early on. And nope. And nope. And we're out of guys, so no luck, but oh well. Alright, hydrogen fuel. I can get 65 units here, so we have a full, like, entourage you can basically buy that stuff. You want basically 52 units of it, so we'll buy 52 units for you. Purchase that. And, why not? Let's just go up and do her mission, I guess, for now. So, command delivery, let's just navigate to her. By the way, I actually want to check something. So, I'll note that as you go along here, if you go past like, 120, your saves also be grayed out. So, we've actually gone past the point where, like, I can save. So, after 210-15, basically, as you can see here, turn 120, basically can't do this anymore, like, save. So, whoops. Well, it all saves, but that's fine. But basically, we've gone past the point where you can, like, save your captain. And if I want to do restores, it'll have to be, like, all the way back, like, right after I basically train my crew. So that's now a thing. But whatever. And actually click there. Probably can, like, navigate where we want to in this game, but we're gonna go here to land. So navigate there and just, go there. Okay, let's just settle down here. And on the way, it's starting to get, like, it's starting to get a little bit late to do this mission, so we'll probably have to start thinking about doing that one now. But let's go land here, and we'll just call my delivery and we'll just unload the fuel. So done this. Takes like 1 week and 1 day to apparently do this, but that's fine. We get some money for it. What missions have you got then to Dagotha and our stuff? So you got return shipping here to Dagotha. You got one to Lanali. Lanali, I think, is the one that goes out of here, so we're gonna worry about that one. And one way shipper to Dagotha. So we got a bunch of stuff to go to Dagotha here. That's fine. We're just accept these both now, I guess. So we basically have like 2 of our, like, missions with her to, like, go there, and that's fine. We're just done, like, again, to see what we'll get next time. So one is going to go to the Prunus, and everyone's going to go to Dagotha again. But that won't matter after we pick her up anyway, so, we'll just get that done. I guess we'll go back down to this refinery basically to sell off our stuff. And hopefully this trade ban will last for a long time, so we won't be able to do much stuff, with that for a while, but, whatever, it's fine. On the way, I want to go down his farm, I guess, so we can basically see what's, you know, happening over here. So, maybe right now we're just going to land here, and scrap can go to... We can't go to the refinery, so... You know, I was thinking about bringing down some scrap, basically, to, like, you know, see what this plant might have or offer, but, you know... Let's just go down here to Lupunas, I guess, and we'll, you know, get our mission out of the way. So, let's go navigate down here. Failed medical test, that's not great, but oh well. Pilot test failed. Passed that medical test, though. And here we are on Lupunas. So, I can land here, and we're turn in our, like, you know, our mission here. We'll heal our upper guys first and stuff like that, though, so... let's just heal our guys up. We'll basically, like, go and pay our wages. Someone else level up. Probably an engineer level up, by the way. That's probably going to indicate, but, you know, whatever. That's fine. I go in here. Oh, my captain level up again. Wow, why did I get no experience, this guy? Well, whatever. My captain level up to level 3. And I love that at level 3, basically get access to, like, another talent. So, the officer basically at level 3, they can, like, you know, get access to something else. I'll note by the way with the Xeno Hunter here. One thing about doing with him is basically getting him Iron Lace Resolve. This would be a nice talent for fighting Xeno. And if I run across any of them, I'll be able to, like, you know, get a nice little buff around my team. Basically, get parry, armor, resist debuffs, all good stuff for Xeno. So I'll get that for him. And while we're here, we'll just basically try to recruit some crew. So, we'll go get some swordsmen maybe. Gonna keep trying, you know. I want the swordsman. And we got nothing, but it's fine. Let's do return shipping here. We'll do a public spectacle. We'll get some nice little, you know, reputation for it. Awesome. Alright, what missions do you have over to Dagotha? So we're going to basically do our mission, I guess, next. By the way, at this point, you can see, like, you know, we got enough influence this guy that, like, you know, we started off as, like, you know, better missions. So we have, like, missions to, like, help out his friends, for example, or hinders enemies. We have ones that basically, like, you know, help out, like, his, like, you know, alliances and stuff. So it's basically help with Javet. Then we have, like, ones based on his traits. We don't know what his traits are, so we don't know what these would be about, so it could be, you know, this is a luck of draw sort of thing. But anyways, let's see. We got commodity delivery. This is going to be, like, you know, bring back Ursula, or we're going to have to do that one. We got return shipping. This is basically take, you know, a person to a good office. We'll accept this. And let's see if I have any missions for, you know, Java here, I guess, for now. So boom, and boom, and boom. By the way, I'm going to hit 4 because I'm basically going to have up the 3 this guy here now. These basically are make jumps apparently, so this will take me out of the system. We're not going to worry about those just yet. But, you know, whatever. Basically, like, you know, these missions will basically help, like, his allies, so, this is basically support both the clans, basically do them. We'll maybe look into that later, but, you know, for now, we're just going to get this guy's, like, missions done. And let's go up to the arbor, I guess, so... The arbor is basically all the way over to... right there in Dagotha. This is a little bit early to be, like, going to her for me, but, you know, it's fine. We'll basically get this done. And we can go to this refinery on the way, maybe, or... we'll go to this farm maybe on the way. So, let's just bring something to a farm then. So, I can bring some carbonite crystals over there. These basically will go... well, let's see here. That's just for stuff they demand. I'm not sure if farms really like to have, like, you know, carbonite crystals. I know they like pesticides, so I might want to bring that to them. You know, I think I'll buy some pesticides because, like, you know, well, here's the thing. I want to basically, you know, get the best things for, like, these guys that basically, like, you know, buy, so buying stuff that they'll demand a lot more will be, like, the you know, the boon to my economy, so to speak. I think what we're going to do, though, we're just going to buy, like, you know, this pesticides because I know the farmers will like it. And we'll buy actually this fertilizer because, you know, it's also for farms, so they demand it. And let's just get over there for now to, like, this farm world. Now, we're always visiting all these structures because when you basically visit them, you can see, like, the trade laws and, like, you know, what they're basically demanding and stuff if I make your, like, you know, your atlas. So, if I, like, go here now to my atlas for these guys, you can see, like, you know, where they're basically at. You can also see, like, what they, like, sell, what they, like, buy, what their, like, you know, economy ratings are, for, like, each one of these things right here. So it's all really, really good to have. So basically, this guy's got above average economy. He's got, like, you know, fairly small settlement. He's got a great starport. He's got a large presence of, like, you know, soldiers. a fairly, like, low government, very, very small spice haul, and a pretty good trade law, but still pretty high. By the way, the independents over here, and most of these guys will have, like, they'll generally have, like, trade laws that are, like, fairly low. And at the same time for these guys as well, you'll find something very special about them when you sell more advanced stuff as well. So these guys will be important later on. Let's land here for now, though. We're just going to look for a crew. So, by the way, if you don't have like a very good like starport, you can't buy better guys. So maybe let's look for a pistolier this time around. So recruit and port quickness. And for pistoliers, I'm more interested in like the quickness stat than the strength stat. So this will be very important. And again, we're out, so that's fine. We can sell our cargo here, we get some good money for it, because this is like, a farm, we like pesticize and fertilize a lot, so we can sell this stuff. Make some profit doing it. Now, if I want to buy, I can sell to that refinery right next door if I want to, so I can sell them edible plants, or I can sell them, like, some food. I sell them this letter, for example. Clothing. Let's buy some leather in for refinery to show it off, so we can buy this. And, like, buy, like, the clothing. And, I could buy this too. And, because we're right here in this land, boom. Now, by the way, this will, like, take time, like, to land here again, but, the thing is I can sell stuff here. Just sell it right now, right? Because why not? So, boom. Make a little money. Doesn't really matter the distance in this game for, like, how far stuff is. Just bring it over, they buy it, and they're happy for it. Anyways, we're going to recruit people here, and their guys are even, lower in here, so we're going to recruit soldiers in here, so... Soldier I want. Nothing great. And we're just going to make our way up to, the Gulf, I guess, in the next episode. But that'll be for the next episode, I think. At this point, I've actually gone quite a bit at this point, so... Maybe I want to, like, just get up here really fast and then get this done. Maybe go here on the way though to see what this is all about. So let's navigate here. We have a ship combat with Zealot here. So these guys are allied to us. These guys right here. But the thing about them is that I want to watch out for these guys because they could be like a nuisance. These guys, if I'm not careful. They could like disperse my reputation with these guys, and I don't necessarily want to have my reputation go down for people. So. Some way basically avoiding that by you can bribe them to, like, basically raise their encounter and, like, basically, like, not get less hostile. Or you can basically submit to inspection. So, what I'm going to do right here, we're just going to submit to inspection of these guys. So, if you surrender to client Java, they will board and search our ship. They may loot our cargo and take any mission items, passengers, and prisoners that we have on board. A note by way of, like, for our stuff right here, we don't really have anything that's, like, basically against them or anything, so they probably won't care too much. So, we're going to submit to inspection. They only searched our ship but found nothing. Across our entire crew, we gained some experience, but we lost morale. So, whenever you stop having your ship searched, you basically lose morale for your guys, which is, something to watch out for, but, it's usually nothing major to do really early on, so it's fine. Let's navigate up here. And now I basically know about, like, trade loss here. So, like, this guy's a trade loss 7, trade loss 5. And yeah, but I'm not going to land those places because it takes time to do that, but, I can come there if I want to, like, to find out what they're all about. And, I've got time basically to get up here, so we'll go to New Justice and say hi to it as well. And then we'll go on our way over here as well. So boom, here's New Justice. They got trade loss 6, but very high economy. That's nice to see. And we'll navigate over here. Alright, so this is where we're going to leave you guys right now. We'll land here next time and basically talk to the Arbor. It's going to trigger a story mission type of thing, so... We're just going to go here, main menu. And I'll basically see you guys next time when we basically do like the Arbor's mission. Or at least meet her. For now, take care.